Greetings, welcome to the Disciples of Revan. I'm your host, Lord Gaius, and my co-host, Lord Travius.
Greetings, Lord Travius.
You said greetings to yourself, that's just odd. Star Wars Episode 9 final trailer.
Yes, you showed me about 20 minutes ago, thanks.
Yeah, what did you think?
Overall impression, it's pretty exciting. There's a lot of Easter eggs, as you say, though harking back to the original trilogy and the prequels.
Did it tell you enough? Did it tell you enough to get you excited over the mystery of Episode 8?
It didn't tell me enough, but am I excited? Yes, absolutely. It looks pretty interesting, but again, trailers can be misleading.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of shots in there that are spliced around. It starts out with Rey training. Maybe it's on Endor, maybe it's on the forest planet of Takodana. Leia like hugs her later in a forest area, so I'm thinking that's similar.
It's an instinct. A feeling.
Who knows? It could be Yavin 4 for all we know. But like you were saying, that there was talk about that being Leia in her former days or something like that. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, there's a weird shot of Rey's head when she's like running and jumping out. So like that kind of looks like Leia.
Interesting. Well,
because if you think about it, Luke might have trained her on Endor.
Or he could have actually gone to Yavin 4, where the Jedi Academy was.
Finn feels the Force has brought them together. You think we're going to get any like Force powers from Finn?
That's interesting. Even from the first one, Episode 7 there was they alluded that he might actually have the Force. But, you know, I think he's just a big believer in the Force. And just because you can't use it and wield it doesn't mean that you don't believe in it. It's the main Star Wars religion, after all.
I mean, we have so few actual Force users in here. It's entirely possible other people have the Force. We just don't see it.
We're not alone. Good people will fight if we lead them.
So we see Lando and Poe's giving a speech to this huge resistance.
Yes.
I guess they finally showed up.
Yeah, they were all on coffee break when the last one happened. Yeah.
Hey,
right.
guys. Ah, shit. Everybody went out the coffee. I'll tell them when they get back.
Yeah, that's it. We're in our dire needs right now. But you know what? We'll get back to you when we have the chance.
Yeah. We saw Rose and Dominic Monaghan in the background.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Along with Billy Ward. So he's clearly like a resistance fighter.
Yeah, that's really cool, for sure.
Unless he's an inside man.
I'm glad they didn't show a lot of Rose in that trailer.
We didn't get Hux.
No Hux.
I'd like to see some Hux. I think he's going to be in the beginning, and then we're probably not going to see much of him.
Yeah, it was really funny. This is kind of reminding me, the whole storyline is kind of reminding me of the Old Republic, because you have this empire that the Old Republic's fighting, and then there's a separate empire,
the Eternal Empire.
The Eternal Empire, that now both the Republic and the Empire are fighting. So we talked about this in the first trilogy, the first trailer, that this is like a third faction perhaps, that there's the Resistance, there's the First Order, and then there's the Empire in waiting. The remnants, and perhaps so that's what Palpatine's been holding back for all these years, waiting to see who's gonna win it out. So that's very similar to the Old Republic story, isn't it? The Eternal Empire. Yeah. Interesting. Because remember Emperor Vitali,
the series or something.
Yeah, he had actually created two empires. He had the main one, and then he had.
Well, he realized the Sith Empire was failing, so he wanted to make the Eternal Fleet and this bigger empire to endure. So do what you can.
It's very possible that could be what's happening here.
We get a little Korean Corvette.
That could be the actual Tonta 4 for all we know.
Yeah, there's going to be so many callbacks. I mean, when we saw the fleet, we saw Ghost in there. We saw like bombers and all sorts of.
I think I saw some old Corporate Alliance and Trade Federation cruisers and stuff like that in there too. And the Bill and B forgets, Moncal. So yeah, everything's there.
I really like that the little shot from there where he's like, everyone thinks they know me, but they don't know me.
And then Kylo Ren shows up.
Just walks through the fucking storm. Yeah. He's just like, I do. I know what you like.
Yeah.
People keep telling me they know me. No one does.
But I do.
I think what we said a while back was that they're both they've both gone off in search of crap or whatever. Kylo looks like he's on his own, so I'm thinking near the beginning Hux betrays him and turns the First Order against Kylo.
It's possible.
Because we do see clips of him in the other trailer, like fighting a Knight of Ren.
Is your undoing.
Like he looks like he's doing okay there. He doesn't look like he's panicked. He chose this confrontation. It looks like it.
The one on top of the ship or whatever.
Yeah, with the water splashing everywhere. We're gonna see them force connected still, and I think he's gonna connect with her. Like I said, they're both heading towards the same direction, and I think they're gonna cross paths a few times and have a little bit of conflict. But I don't think there's any malice in their fighting, though. It doesn't seem to be like it's there's anger in there. It could be just. I think she's got anger. I think she's shown it, and I think he's bringing it out of her intentionally. Maybe, but at the same time, it could be them just sparring or just kind of like being pissy at each other, not really wanting to kill each other. You know? Yeah, like maybe they hooked up. Maybe we'll see it. Maybe they ran into each other at a bar and he took her home. Yeah, as long as he put the shirt back on, right?
Do you have something, a cowl or something you could put on?
We get to see like this ice planet or something. There's like no reflection. Yeah, that was interesting. So it looked like a giant iceberg. But I'm not convinced that was a reflection. It could have been like a planetoid or an asteroid, because if, like you said, if the ships were in fact there too, you didn't see any reflection from them. So is it a huge ocean that's on, or is it in space? Because mind you, I didn't really see stars, so I don't know. But we do see a Star Destroyer later, like coming up through ice and stuff. Yeah, so. That's true. Well, that's kind of interesting because I like that, you know, hidden fleets in cities and in mountains and stuff like that. They did that with in the expanding universe with the Lusankia buried within Coruscant and just taken off and taken a whole swath of the city with it. So that's interesting, yeah. I mean, we could see like Imperials down there in their little Star Destroyer just complaining about how cold it is, and then maybe we'll see Thrawn and you'll be like, I like the cold. Yeah, if they bring Thrawn in, that'd be really cool. Kind of be silly not to at this point. But yeah, I really think it's an Empire in hiding. I don't know. It's just they better start putting the dots together here, because I mean, you have this Resistance, which is made out of the old Alliance, and you have this First Order that's made of the old Empire. But then, who is Snoke? Where did he come from, and how does he play in the part, and how does he know what's going on? And you know, it's just they better put two and two together. They better explain all this stuff. I think the Emperor's gonna have to come in and be very expositional. Yeah, like, haha, this is what I've been doing. Yeah, never reveal your plan until the very end. By the way, I had kids. Yeah. Meet Matt Smith, he's my son. Yeah, I've been busy these past 30-odd years. I mean, even the Internal Emperor, he had kids, and they were pretty fucking powerful. That's true, the twins, right? Yeah.
Long have I waited. And now...
We get to see a sick throne. I like that throne. That's very similar to Ralph McQuarrie's design, almost identical. Well, I've seen a lot of things in this trailer that there's a lot of old, unused concept art in it. It seems that way. Even in the last two movies, you know, there's a lot of unused concept art that they've actually put in there. It seems so. That's cool. They've done that. I find it funny that I'm seeing so much Ralph McQuarrie lately, just because like even Star Trek does like, oh yeah, like we're gonna make the Discovery ship kind of look like a Ralph McQuarrie ship that he did, and it's just like, wow, like. Is he like he must have been the premium artist back then. Did Walt McQuarrie do Star Trek stuff? Yeah, he drew everything, man. He designed a lot of shit. I think he did like Space Odyssey too. Probably. Things, yeah. Then we hear Palpatine. Yeah, so that's my favorite part. I love the fact that he's back. I mean, now we know for sure he's back. Yeah. And I don't think it's any recording or anything like that. It's actually him. I was very skeptical about Palpatine actually being back. And I think they came out to make sure people knew that he was back, and they said he was actually going to be in the movie. Yeah, not just a recording or some kind of flashback. He's actually going to be there. So that's cool. And I mean, like again, that goes back to what I said. They better connect it. How the heck did he do what he did and had survived the Death Star shaft drop, and what has he been doing, and explaining everything. So yeah, I mean, he's saying he's happy that they're together, but that the fact that they're together will be their downfall. I mean, he said that last time. He's like, oh, your faith in your friends is yours.
Your faith in your friends is yours.
Yeah. I mean, his faith helped. His friends destroyed you with those little
yeah, took out your shield generator and then started. Yeah.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir. At my friends.
Yeah, we see C-3PO, and he's saying one last look at his friends. And we get to see a battle droid in the background. There's a few other droids. I feel like if you notice, there's also a scene where it's like Finn and Poe watching with 3PO in the back, and there's a projection. And then we see this blue lightsaber in Finn and Poe's eyes. Now that could be Rey's lightsaber. I don't know why they'd be watching it inside, but it doesn't explain the projection. I think 3PO is projecting something from the prequels that's going to explain something in this.
Well, 3PO doesn't have that ability. He's a protocol.
That's why that little alien dude's connecting it to him.
Oh, well, maybe. Okay, well, that's very possible. But I don't know, maybe they had to find some information from the past. And 3PO was bear witness to a lot. But remember, 3PO's memory has been erased.
Yeah.
It's
you can erase things and still find them.
Well, yeah, but it was always R2 who had the hardcore database. That's like the old archival type thing. So you never know. But yeah, 3PO, that's interesting. And I think he was saying that because maybe they were about to go on this huge heroic last hurrah, and that's why he just wants to see his friends again. I don't know.
Yeah. He's not really friends with them. He just hung out with Leia. Chewbacca, yeah, but Chewbacca wasn't even in the room. They just cut it to make it look like he was. I just feel like we're gonna get a shot of Anakin in this.
Yeah?
Because it's the end of the Skywalker trilogy.
Hayden Christensen?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like when we first watched it, it was like, oh, cool, like this is Luke's story, blah, blah, blah. Then you get the prequels, I'm like, actually, no, it's all Anakin's story.
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously it goes off to being like the Skywalker stuff, but
or maybe this is the Rise of Skywalker. Maybe it is Anakin Skywalker at the end, that he goes from this innocent kid, the rise and the fall, and then the redemption. So maybe his redemption, we never really saw his redemption other than that he was told Luke that he was right. So who knows, right?
I mean, that goes all the way back to like, oh, like this guy's done all this horrible shit, but they're still good in him. And then like Kylo Ren barely done any horrible shit, but I gotta kill him.
Well, Kylo Ren killed his own father, though.
Hey, sometimes dads piss you off. Better watch out, you got 2 kids. Luke says to confront fear is the destiny of a Jedi.
Yeah, okay.
I kind of feel like it's to run away and hide.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, but you know what though?
Hid.
Yeah, but he didn't
and
hide.
Yoda hid. And Obi-Wan hid.
But they had no choice.
Where are you going? I'm going in the hiding.
They had no choice but to
destiny.
hide because the emperor had taken over, and they had no choice. They had to go into exile until there was a champion that was brave and
that's
strong enough to challenge the emperor.
That's what you think, but we're getting an Obi-Wan series, and I think that's gonna fix everything. I think Obi-Wan's gonna be like, I'm sick of sand. I get that now. I don't like it. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna end the Empire.
I'm gonna fuck everything up.
Yeah, and then we're just gonna get like Obi-Wan going on Star Destroyers and just destroying shit. But he always just misses Vader until A New Hope.
Yeah, and then he dies.
Yeah. Well, and even then he ran. He disappeared in that fight.
Yeah. Yeah, but yes, the Jedi's thing is to confront your fear, but it also Jedi's a mantra is to be smart too. If they know they're not going to win a battle, then why sacrifice yourself? Other than when Obi-Wan sacrificed himself.
Yeah.
You got to be smart about it. You got to fight the greater good. Qui-Gon didn't sacrifice himself. He fought.
He thought he could beat Maul. He went in there and be like, shit, that guy's got 2 blades, but I think I'll do okay.
Yeah. Well,
Or I'll inspire my apprentice to kill him.
Anyways, there's lots of different doctrines with the Jedi, but you got to confront your fear. That's your final test. Just confront your thing that you fear most.
Yeah, I guess.
Confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi.
Chewie and Finn and Poe are running through the First Order base.
Yeah, yeah.
That looks like it'll be a fun run and gun.
Yeah, well, there's obviously there's action. It's a Star Wars movie, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Horsey's on a Star Destroyer.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. That's for like Lord of the Rings-esque, man. Like, whether we have Aragon in there leading them.
Do you think Rose helped free those horses?
Yeah, maybe. At least, oh god.
She's like, Finn, they're slaves. We should free them and then ride them into the battle.
I just hope that she doesn't have a bigger role in this movie. It's like
I don't think they're gonna shy away too much from her because they don't want to admit to any issues.
She's like the Jar Jar of the series, though.
They can just erase like episode 8 in their minds or whatever, and be like, oh, like here's a more complete character of Rose that's like less annoying for you guys.
Well,
I'm sure the actress is capable of doing that. I'm sure they're capable of possibly writing it. I might be giving them too much credit because I saw episode 8, but
well, episode 8 also ended very weird for me with the whole like that kid with the Alliance ring and stuff like that. Does he play a factor here? Maybe he's the one that has all the allies, and that's why all the ships come.
Yeah, goes, well, I mean, they saw him sweep with the Force, and it just inspired everybody.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. I don't know. So I hope Rose. I don't know. I like the actress, but I don't like her character, so we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. So I think we might have mentioned we saw Kylo Ren and Rey in the Death Star throne room.
Yeah, so that was good.
That was
you could totally tell that was. So that's why. Okay, yeah, maybe it is Endor, but
it looks like they destroy like this artifact holding Vader's helmet, because when you zoom in, you kind of see Vader's helmet. I don't know if they're fighting and they accidentally do it, but
could it be a Knight of Ren?
Well, then he's all blocky and stuff because it wasn't like a human. It shattered into pieces.
Oh, that's very true. Yeah, maybe it was a statue.
It could also be something possessed by the Emperor. Who knows?
Or just.
But like, he looks like he's taking his helmet off right after they did it, so he's gonna be like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, I don't understand.
And we know that he repairs his helmet, and apparently he uses parts of Vader's helmet that he has to do it. So just to help infuse, because Vader's helmet is infused with dark side energy probably. So he uses that to help infuse it. Rey is also holding a dagger and a lightsaber.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I don't understand that whole dagger thing.
Yeah, we'll find out. I heard rumors of dagger and mortis, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, I think that would be cool if they incorporated some of the Clone Wars stuff. I didn't know if I really liked those particular episodes because there's more to the Force than just that. But
I also felt those were very heavy-handed episodes because they're just like, and you're gonna turn to the dark side, Anakin.
Yeah, well, they kind of like dropped a lot of things there. I mean, there's a lot more to the Force and the wills and like the WHILL's wills, like the beings that look after everything, and they're writing. That's what the Star Wars was originally called, Journal of the Wills, documenting everything. So I don't know, like it could be very similar. And then there's the Celestials, the Celestials that brought everything into the galaxy.
That whole Yoda like two-parter or whatever, where they had the Celestials and stuff talking to Yoda and be like, oh, this is how you transform and like, go into
shaman of the wills to become a shaman. Yeah. There's a lot more to it, people. There's not just lightsabers and fighting.
Those are the important parts. Let's be honest.
I like the religious aspect of it.
Yeah.
But I like everything, of course. But
we get a massive Empire fleet, which I like.
Yeah. So where does that all come from?
You know, Palpatine's just like, you know,
maybe he was
you spread your wealth. You spread your wealth. You just be like, build me a shipyard out in the Outer Rim where nobody knows about it, and be like, just keep building it. I'll meet you out there at some point. And it's just like 30 years later, like, wow, you guys built a lot of ships.
Yeah. Good on you. Good on you.
Thank you, Emperor. Happy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of places in the unknown regions, just space or who knows where, right? Like you could have amassed a huge thing. But is it Empire or is it First Order?
I think it's Empire because they're old Star Destroyers. We see some classics. We get Kylo looking kind of heroic near the end there of the trailer. Probably gonna sacrifice himself. I read leaks where Kylo sacrificed himself, and there's all this crap about resurrection, and like Rey's gonna use her powers to resurrect Kylo.
Force zombie.
Yeah, well, they'll resurrect him, bring him back, and then he'll be Ben again.
Well, you know what?
Hey.
That wouldn't surprise me if some shit like that happened with what we've been given.
From what I heard, there's 6 different endings, and they can't make a
God.
decision on which one. They claim that they're doing it to test screenings, and they're all kind of mixed. But like, how can you show stuff to test screenings when you're JJ and everything's supposed to be a secret?
And how does he?
Because wouldn't somebody be like, I saw the ending?
Yeah.
Like, an NDA doesn't really mean shit to people that you randomly pull off the street to watch a test screening. Yeah, we get the Emperor in a hover chair.
Yeah, I didn't really see that.
I bet you he's mostly machine. Well, she's like backing away and he's up high and it looks like he's in some mechanical device and it looks like a chair.
Well, he was mortally injured, for Christ's sakes.
You don't know that. He could have not hit anything on the way down.
Yeah, and that giant wave of dark side energy came out of his penis.
He just fell down, and then like one of the tunnels opened, just like for Luke, and he just slid in.
And
he got a little burn on his leg,
and he sent some dark side power up. Feel these guys.
I mean, realistically, I saw Star Killer jump into the Death Star and stop with the Force. We saw Zora. She's going to be played by Keri Russell. She's hanging out with Poe. I think she's an old smuggling buddy with Poe, from what I've been reading from the secret leaks. You can't put too much faith in, but you do see her give Poe like this medallion-like thing, and I heard that like they have to go to this area where they're gonna need passcodes and shit, and that medallion-like thing's gonna do it. So I think she's gonna be a good addition to this.
Yeah,
I hope she takes the helmet off. I hope Keri Russell gets her face into Star Wars. But
she had a mask on.
Yeah, she wears that gold helmet.
Oh,
wow. Red jumpsuit.
I'm sure she will.
The Force will be with you.
Always.
In the end, I just didn't feel they gave us much story here when you're trying to draw back all the fans that were bitter and didn't see Solo because they saw episode 8 and they weren't happy. I think you need to give a bit more story to this trailer.
Well, I mean, like there was. I mean, like the Emperor saying, "Oh, well, I brought you together. It's going to be your downfall." You know, and the stuff that Luke said and stuff like that. So, I don't know. There's a little bit, but it doesn't really give you a lot to go on. It's hard to guess of which... I'm feeling that this movie, it's hard to gauge which direction it's going to go. It could be anything. In fact, we had more theories going into episode 8 than we did this one, because we just don't know what to think. And I think they're doing it on purpose because of what happened with episode 8. If they give us stuff not to start thinking about, and it's not that, then everyone's gonna be disappointed in the game. So that's why I think they're just keeping it linear.
I think fan theories are gonna go nuts anyways. But
of course, bunch of nerds out there.
I'm hoping we get some Reylo.
Reylo?
Yeah. I'm sorry, but like there's no time to... They'll probably not even do romance because she's a Disney princess and she don't need no man. But I'd like to see a connection between them, and in the end I'd kind of like to see them start their own little Jedi Academy together. Maybe have a kid, and maybe this is how you do it, and you have the Solo twins, and you do the Jason and Jaina or whatever, because like there's so much great stuff in Legends, and you blew it with not doing it. And the only way you could kind of fix some of that would be to start Legends a generation after with these two characters.
What I think is bullshit is that they're already taking stuff out of all that stuff and putting it in there, like Thrawn, and didn't someone allude to having Mara Jade coming back and all this other stuff? Yeah, it still bugs me. But anyways, yeah, I guess they could do that. But I mean, honestly, this really would be a hard sell to incorporate the old story and the new story now. They've gone off on a tangent here with a lot of stuff. So I don't know. I think really they're two separate universes now. It's like Star Trek, you know. What universe is it? You call it the...
well, the JJ one's the Kelvin universe.
Kelvin, that's it, yeah.
Then there's the Prime universe and the
Yeah.
Canon universe. I don't know. I call it the Disco universe now because I'm just like, that's not the same.
Yeah, it's totally different. I still prefer the old one. But, you know, I like the stories they're giving us, and we'll see. I'm excited about this movie, and I think that I think well, either way, it doesn't matter what they do. To be honest with you, it's going to be better than Episode 8.
Yeah, well, I think the problem is like we're gonna watch it and we're not gonna review it right away because we're just be like, yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, that's completely cool. And then it's gonna be like 2 or 3 viewings to be like, you know, they really let us down on this though. Like maybe like it's like when I came out of Phantom Menace, I was just like, I'm hyped, man. Like I was hyped out of Phantom Menace, and then after a little while, you're just like, you know, some of that wasn't really well written, and then like you're just like, well, Darth Maul was really the best parts, and then after years and years, you're just like, you know, the story overall though was pretty good. So it's just like, I'm not gonna rush to review it.
Well,
I mean, we'll be busy doing the Mandalorian reviews anyway.
Yeah, the Phantom Menace will be and all of the prequels have stood the test of time now, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. And you know,
I mean, think of how much shit the Attack of the Clones gets, but like you put it into the whole overall story arc.
Well, I still think Attack of the Clones is the weakest of the 3. But yeah, it has its
That's
moments.
because like Obi-Wan didn't get to do like a hardcore investigation.
No, what was wrong with Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, is that there was too much cheesy love shit. That's what it was.
No, not enough cheesy love shit. I would have liked Obi-Wan to have a love story with that bounty hunter.
Zam Wesell?
Yeah.
Yeah, she can... She can change
into anything.
On a nightly basis. Blonde, redhead, brunette, big boob. Yeah.
Satele. Change into her.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's your overall thoughts anyways.
Oh, that was my overall thoughts. I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to slag this one. I'm just kidding. I'm looking. It should be okay. It should be. I am cautiously optimistic. Let's just say that.
Yeah, gotta go in positive, and yeah, I already got our tickets, so.
Oh yeah, that's
fun.
right. So don't go to my son's concert or go to see Star Wars.
I think we know the most important one. Star Wars.
Sorry, buddy. I can't see your Christmas concert this year.
Well, as always, thanks for watching.
Peace out, G.